things that everyone told me would never happen, but God has put his hands on me. It ain't a man alive that ever take it from me. Nothing with what I gotta keep on taking care of myself. I wanna live long. Ain't never ashamed of life since.
All right, hey, it's about that time, 5-star, as we get ready, set, grow. Ready, set, grow. Man, thanks again for just coming on, setting the tone for us. I know you got a busy day. If we can get you back in this evening, we may just do an official happy hour. We'll get some of that crazy shoe wine in here for all of you folks in Maryland. Y'all can run out and get you some. And we'll have a great happy hour this evening after Dr. George C. Fraser. But before that, we got a lot of great content. Any last words, 5-star, before I do the formal introduction for our?
I have just one more instrumental for any of the Divine Nine out there as we listen to Ready, Set, Grow. If you know this next instrumental, I just need you to get your step on one time.
I believe in you.
Stepping, scrolling, hopping.
I believe in us. Set, grow. Ready, set, grow. Ready, set.
Here it comes.
I believe in you.
I see one of the ladies at DST out there. Hey, if you're part of the Divine Nine, put it in the chat. 1906 is me. We got Charles Jones. This is a segment from Chase State.
I just visualize them all going through the line right now. I appreciate you. They keep me busy. They keep me booked.
You know you on point because I am 33 HK01 from Spelman College. Yes, bring it.
It is my honor, Queen. I'm looking forward to hearing you speak, and thank you for letting me come on and play a few records, Howard. That is my time, ladies and gentlemen. Money? Say it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's somebody in the comments.
I'm just acting up a little bit, Sheena. Just a little bit. No words, just instrumentals. We know what to say. If we was live right now, I'll be doing all types of
chants. It would be
chants.
ridiculous right now.
It would be ridiculous.
It would be ridiculous.
I love our energy. Nothing beats our energy.
Nothing.
When I say HB, you say CU. HB.
CU.
HB.
CU.
When I say HB, you say CU. HB.
CU.
HB.
CU.
CU. I like to say,
I love you,
in the house, that's you in the house. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening, and I know you're saying, man, why can't I get in on some of that fun? I see some CU out there in the chat. That's right, PV in the chat. We got a little bit of everything in the chat. And so we're going to go ahead and bring Precious Williams on. She's going to share a lot with you. But, hey, let me let you know who Precious is, because she's a Precious is awesome. But the problem is not enough people know about it. So after she helped you develop a strategy on working on that killer pitch, and then you come in tomorrow for the master class, you're going to be telling everybody about Precious. And so, I met the full-figure diva who takes the business world by storm and won big. Well, now you have. You saw her getting down like she was on the yard at Spelman College stepping. She's affectionately known as the killer pitch master. All right, if you would, just put in the chat, #killer pitch master. And she can help you slay the competition with her killer elevator pitches, media pitches, and investor pitches. Precious is a world-class master communicator who works with successful entrepreneurs and speakers and help them take their professional pitching and speaking skills to the next level. Who doesn't want to go and grow to the next level? You got to grow, though. With over 25 years of experience in creating unique speaking and public speaking techniques, Precious is also known for her innovative training programs and services to help her clients and sales teams at Fortune 100 companies. And you may have heard of some of these companies. Like Google, Microsoft, LinkedIn, eBay. These are all folks that Precious done helped, okay? And so, I'm going to cut it a little short there, Precious, if you're okay with that, because I want to get people to you, and I want you to really get into it. But I want you to know, Precious has been on Shark Tank. That's right. She swam with the sharks, and she's here about to tell you about it.
Conquered too. Don't forget that Conquered. Mm-hmm.
She brought some sharks home with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's even
right. Mm-hmm.
Hey, so she conquered, Forbes magazine, CNN, ABC, MSNBC, Wall Street Journal, and the movie Leap. These are all things that Precious has been part about. And, when we first met, I have to share this as a little personal. I love, and I said, I still got to read it. Her number one best-selling book is Bad Bitches with Power Pitches. Okay. That doesn't quite fit me, but I do want to understand how to develop a power pitch. And so literally taking the principles from that book and applying it to my own processes, I'll be able to make that work. And last but not least, she's a graduate of Spelman College and Rutgers School of Law. And how do you throw them hands up? I do it like this. How do you do it? I think you put that triangle in the air and let everybody know that you're.
But I want to make sure my sisters are in the room so I can get it right. You know what I'm saying?
And you can bring them on stage in the end. So DJ 5-Star, as we close out, man, we're going to leave the stage here and we're going to turn it over to Miss Precious Williams as she helped you develop that killer pitch for your business and for your life. Precious, the stage is yours. We'll be in the audience listening to support you and learn at the same time. We'll see you in about 40 to 45 minutes.
No problem. Ladies, it's Valentine's Day, and you finally met the man of your dreams. You know what time it is. It's time to find some sexy lingerie to set the mood off nicely. But you weigh over 200 pounds. What's a big girl in the city supposed to do? Well, if you're anything like me, then you went to Victoria's Secret and you found out they don't even make a bra in your size. So then you went to Ashley Stewart and Lane Bryant and you didn't really like the selection. Finally, as a last resort, you went to Macy's where your choices were black, beige, and white. Again, what's a big girl supposed to do? Well, that's why I created Curvy Girls Lingerie. At Curvy Girls Lingerie, we're the ultimate shopping experience for full-figure divas and plus-size fashionistas. And just so we're clear, there are over 40 million women size 14 or larger in the United States just like me, and we all want pretty underwear. And it's just too bad that no one makes any products for women our size. But here's where I come in. And so, Sharks, I know you've been wondering, are we making any money? Where them dollars at? In our first 6 months of operations, we crossed 6 figures with our innovative website. And then we created our own home party direct sales model. Yes, our own. And then we went on a tour of the United States to showcase our products to women who didn't even know that products like ours, the red, hot, sexy, and fresh lingerie existed for them. When I started my company, I was 327 pounds. 327 pounds and a size 28. Everyone told me I was too fat, too black, and I didn't have an Ivy League degree. I'd never get on television. And yet here I am, Sharks, ready to prove once and for all why they call me the female MacGyver of business. So Sharks, let's take a ride together. My name is Precious Williams, and I am the proud founder and CEO of Curvy Girls Lingerie. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the HBCUbiz virtual conference. Get ready to soar. Now, that was part of my award-winning pitch that got me on Shark Tank Season 8 in 2016. That's just part of it, because if you've ever been on Shark Tank, you know that you will film for 45 minutes to an hour. So I want to just share with you my journey to even get there and why pitching will take you so many different places. And as the opening keynote, I really want to help set the tone for how great the greatness that comes out of HBCUs. And for those of you who do not know me, I'm from the inner city of St. Louis, Missouri. I am the first person in my family to have a college degree. And I went to Spelman College from 1997 to 2001. When I was growing up, I was always told I was too ugly, too stupid. When I was in high school, I was told I would never get into Spelman because I was a big fish in the hood. But when I would get to Spelman, if I ever got the chance to go to Spelman, the girls would make me feel bad about myself because I had never been anywhere other than Blytheville, Arkansas. And I was going to be going to school with girls who've been all over the world, boarding schools, and they were going to make mincemeat of me. I heard that. but I believed that I belonged to Spelman College. And when I saw with my grandmother back in 1997, there were 4 young women and plus the then president of Spelman College, Dr. Janetta B. Cole, who was on Oprah. And for the first time in my life, I looked at women who I wanted to be like. Not the women I grew up with in the hood. I wanted to be like those women. And I remember telling my grandma, that's where I'm going. Now, we were too silly back at the time. This is years ago. We didn't know it was in Atlanta. I don't know how we missed that. But when I told my guidance counselors that I wanted to go to Spelman College, they told me I would never get in. Don't even bother. They don't take girls from the hood. And I just had to keep believing that God kept placing Spelman on my heart. So despite what everybody was telling me, you know, all these big time people, you'll never get in, you'll never get in. I sent my application off on my 18th birthday, January 22nd, 1997. And I'll tell you, every day hearing you'll never get in, why would you even bother, you know, go to community college, you're the smartest of the dome. My grandmother picked me up from school one day, and I came home and I walked through the door and I heard my grandfather crying. And my granddad is one of them strong brothers from 1929. You know they don't cry. And my grandma said, go into the kitchen. So I went into the kitchen, and on the table was all of this paperwork. And my granddad said, sit down, Queen Bee. And he handed me this paper. And it was from Spelman College. And it said, congratulations. And I just remember looking at my grandparents and looking at the congratulatory letter, and at the bottom of the letter was a personal note from Dr. Janetta B. Cole. She couldn't wait to welcome me in the fall. And I tell you, the story still makes me cry today because I remember everyone saying it wasn't possible. And then, of course, my grandparents were like, well, we can't afford it. I said, don't you worry. I've been applying for scholarships. I started calling places that I had, you know, I got into Spelman. And before I knew it, we were tabulating on the side of the refrigerator, $5,000 per year from here, $20,000 per year from here. And before it was over $100,000 in scholarships, over $100,000. And that's before Spelman kicked in and say, hey, we got you now. And so I share that story to show why it's important for this conference, why it's important that, you know, we went to these great HBCUs, and then what do we do afterwards? But for me, my story starts with being told I would never get in to Spelman College, that I wasn't quite I wasn't quite what Spelman College would want in a woman. And I'm proud to tell you that from the time I touched down on Spelman College in the summer of 1997 to the time I walked out on May 20th, 2001, I got nothing but love. My professors kicked my butt. My sisters kicked my butt. And it was worth it because they molded me into who I am today. And so I want to give a shout out to Spelman College, Dr. Janetta B. Cole, and to all of the presidents. I want to give a shout out to all my Spelman sisters. I want to give a shout out to Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, 8 to Kappa chapter, which I am 33 HK01. I thank you for giving birth to Precious Williams. I thank you for giving birth to the killer pitchmaster. I thank you for showing me who I really am. And even though the people in St. Louis couldn't see it, y'all saw it from day one. I thank you. And so I want us to all soar today and remember your time on campus. Remember that it's something I keep so close to my heart, so close to my heart. They birthed me. They birthed me. And so today, with soaring and moving past all obstacles and everything, I want to share with you all that I never even thought I would be the opening keynote. Why? You know, I'm always astounded. I'm always astounded with the places that I get to go, being in movies in like Milan, Italy, or filming in Santa Monica, California, and in the hills of Malibu. I'm from St. Louis. I never thought that I would get this far. I never thought that I would shoot a MasterCard commercial, for Priceless, which is coming out, y'all. Get it right. It's coming. I never thought that LinkedIn would film me for a full day and I would do a takeover. I never thought that I would be booked and busy and paid all over the world. When I started, I was from the hood, and the only thing I could think of was just being able to get to college. That's the only thing I could think of. And so as a killer pitch master, for those of you who do not know, I'm a 13-time national elevator pitch champion. I'm an international professional speaker. I'm a corporate trainer for some of the biggest companies in the world. And yes, I still have my accent. Yes, I still am precious all the way. I'm authentic and transparent all the way through. I'm a 2-time #1 best-selling author, The Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only book series, which was reviewed by Forbes magazine, Heart and Soul, Upscale, Black Enterprise. I've had billboards in Times Square with me and my book. It's been reviewed all over the world. It's a 4-time book finalist of the year. So it's not one of those books that's just not on point. I want to share with you my journey and how pitching can take you so very far. And the first thing I want you all to take from this is, as we are all HBCU grads, is that we have to create our own lane. And some of us are in corporate speakers and all those sort of things. You're in the right place and you're in the house. When I started my first company, Curvy Girls Lingerie, I was a disgruntled attorney. Disgruntled. I couldn't think of doing it for 40 years. I was bored. I said, I don't want to do this. And it took me leaving a 7-year relationship and meeting a very famous Hollywood actor for me to see who I really am. And when I met this very famous Hollywood actor who is now deceased, he inspired me to start Curvy Girls Lingerie because so many people would look past me or wouldn't see me. I was 327 pounds. Obviously, I'm not that anymore, but this was 10, 12 years ago. And I had this vision that someone needs to make lingerie for us, where they celebrate our curves. And yes, at 327 pounds, that might be curves upon curves upon curves, but I still got a very famous Hollywood actor. And if he were alive, he would tell you my pitch was everything. When I stepped to him, my pitch was everything. And so when you think about pitching, all the places it'll take you, I remember telling my friends, I remember telling everybody, hey, I'm gonna start this company, Curvy Girls Lingerie. And they were like, you don't have any design skills. Okay. You don't have a business degree, right? You didn't go to an Ivy League institution. Okay. You're Black. They'll never put a big girl like you on television. Do you know how wrong they were in all of those, y'all? Do you know how wrong they were? So when I quit my legal positions, and yes, I worked at Sullivan and Cromwell. Yes, I clerked for a federal judge in the Southern District. Yes, I came out of law school with a 2.9 GPA. Riddle me that. That is the power of pitching. You can cut through the clutter of what everyone else has if you have the gift of speech, if you have the gift of communication, you have the gift to be able to connect with people. So I've been in places that by my this is law school, Spelman, you know, I was 3.6, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. But at Rutgers, I finished with a 2.9 GPA. And let's not forget, I got kicked out of Georgetown University Law Center on March 15, 2002. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna keep it a buck today because I want to show you how you can soar beyond every limitation, every mistake that people have said I've made and all the places I shouldn't be. I've done it. And I wanted you to know that you can too. The point of this conference is to help you soar beyond your wildest dreams in life, in your career, in business, because you can do it. It doesn't matter where you started from. It doesn't matter if you didn't have the connections. It doesn't matter if you didn't have the media connection. You didn't know Oprah. I didn't have any of that when I started. I didn't have any of that. And now I have people in my Rolodex, which is really my cell phone. I can call on people left and right. I can call up magazines. I can call up news stations. I can do that through the power of pitching. And so, you know, listen, I quit my positions. I was told I would never work in New York again. I still live in New York, just so y'all know. That was told to me on July 15, 2009. I'm still here today. I got this ad in the mail for a Small Business Awards. And I have to tell y'all, I ain't had the money to pay for it. I had negative $400 in my bank account. I got a credit card, put the money on it, and I went to the event in my best Calvin Klein dress.